It's the video review for Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Terradive. Had Terradive for a little bit. Very cool figure. A lot of very cool things about him. Transformation can be a little difficult, especially back to vehicle, the jet here. It's difficult for some people, but it was quite easy. It's one of those things that it gets easier the more times you do it, because there's a few parts and bits that you don't know if they're supposed, because it's like, especially on mine, like the joints are tight, so you don't know if it's supposed to fit there. But it's very cool. If you look at it straight, you can tell that, like, unlike normal jets, the wings are actually pointed down, which I think that's very cool. It looks like they're actually pointed forward, and obviously, like the wing, like most wings are, they are forward a little bit, but these look like they are really jetting forward at you. Very cool. In orange and black, I know this actually looks a lot brighter than it is, with but orange and black with white detailing on the edges of the wings. His trident, or his spear, in his alternate form that becomes his trident, stores nicely under here with the clip here, and the lower half pegs into the back, and then there's a peg on the end of that, and then it pegs right into there. Just gotta peg it in right. I'm a little worried this is gonna break because the plastic feels a little really thin. It's really bendable. Plus, it's gold. I mean, it's not that gold plastic syndrome. I know it's not around anymore, but still, if it's considerably thin and it's gold plastic, I'm still gonna be a little worried. So I always rotate it right around down here by the actual joint instead of like moving it up and or down here. But for the transformation, what you want to do is just pop that out of place there. Fold up the landing gear. Then you want to pop the wings and everything out of place. Just get that out of the way. You want to fold these up. You want to take this piece, bring it around here and fold it out. This forms what the chest will be. Then just take these bits, fold them around. Take this, fold them all the way around. Then, oh, here, the head has a tendency to pop off. I'm going to pop it back on real quick. There we go. I want to take the legs here and fold them down like that. So. Then there is a little peg right there. I can't get a good, there it is. There's a peg hole right there and a peg right there. And then the wings peg in as well. I'm going to fold the feet out like so. You want to do the exact same thing for the other foot. I really wasn't interested in Terradive till I saw him for the first time. The first time I transformed him, I had a little bit of trouble because I hadn't looked at the transformation or anything. So it was actually kind of funny. Then you would just want to take this whole upper piece and rotate it. You want to take the head piece, fold it forward, and just unpeg and fold out what will become the arms. And then you can see there's a black like hook or peg or whatever you want to say that pegs right into the back there, and you clip the shoulders into place. Fold these out. Then you want to open up these, take this, fold out the hands, snap the arm pieces back into place. Same thing there. And you want to, I just noticed this arm's a lot looser than this one. Wonder why. But there you have Terradive. Very cool figure. It's actually more sturdy the second or third time now that I've transformed it. Like I said, I'm just warning everyone else out there, just because this is made of just because gold plastic syndrome is no longer around, I suggest you, because of how thin the plastic is, that when you do pull out, extend this, just extend it down by down here. To finish off the trident, Just do this. I think the trident's a little long, honestly, because if you look at it, it's taller than Terradive. Now, I think it should have been just a little shorter, honestly. But you can just, what I think the best way to fit it in his hand is you take, I think the big pieces are supposed to have the hands in it, but I do not find that's the best way for the hands to be positioned. So I just have the lower half hold that. And I still think it looks just fine. It does look a little more proportionate then. So there you have Terradive. For a robot comparison, for other Hunt for the Decepticons figures, I have the deluxe Ironhide here. Let me scoop Terradive over here. You can see it's not really a good comparison because Ironhide's one of the shorter ones, but Terradive does fit in really well with, I think, with the rest of the Hunt for the Decepticons figures. Very, very sturdy, does not tip over. It has very good stability. Articulation-wise, the arms can rotate full 360. Hold on, let me just pop this out for the example. Arms can rotate a full 360 degrees. They can go, they can bend in and out here. They can rotate at the upper bicep area. Then you can rotate them 2 points at the elbow due to transformation. And the hands can rotate 360 degrees due to transformation. Peg it back in now. The head is on a ball joint, and the ball joint does tend to come off a lot on mine, which it might do, right? Nope, it didn't this time. And it has very good clear light piping. I don't, so you can kind of see the differences. And no waist articulation due to how the waist forms, which I don't think it was very possible to give it waist articulation, and how the waist was formed. And the legs here are weird. See, the inner black piece is on, the legs are on a ball joint, but how it's connected is it can rotate where the ball joint is, and it can rotate down here where the ball joint piece connects to the silver part of the leg. So you can actually have the silver piece rotate anywhere without moving this, but I tend to keep it just like this because it's how sturdy it is. It can bend forward and back. It can bend back, obviously bend at the knee. And the feet are on their own little articulation there. They have all their own articulation, which I find is very, very cool. So, very cool figure. I do not have any other comparisons, but if you get the chance to get Terradive, go ahead and do it. It's a very, very good figure, very good buy, especially from Target being $9. Very good pickup for $9. Excuse me. Very cool figure. You know, decent sized. It does have a Decepticon logo right there. I forgot to say. I'm gonna get one good close up on the head because I think the head is very cool looking. Sorry, my camera's getting really bad. There we go. And you can see the head, very cool. Looks like he has something coming out of his mouth. And you know what I noticed? The vehicle, the jet form, it reminds me a lot of Jet Storm from Beast Machines. Because Beast Machines was not one of the better series, but I still have a tendency to be attracted to the series. So I've watched it a few times, and I noticed the vehicle looks a lot like Jet Storm. So maybe they inspired the vehicle off Jet Storm a little bit. I doubt it, but still. So there you have him. Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons, Terradive.